Hello my fellow crafters and welcome back to my channel. My name is David and today I'm going to be making a card for you. Now first let me start by saying my camera broke down, so I don't have a face cam at the moment, which is not an issue. You don't have to look at my face, but yeah, we ordered a new camera that arrived, didn't work, so yeah, back to the drawing board, ordered another camera that should arrive this week. So hopefully by the end of this week that should be solved. So what are we going to do? We're going to make a card, as I said, and I'm going to be playing with embossing, emboss resist, just barely making a simple card. Simple but effective. So we're going to start by, I've got a piece of watercolor paper here. I'm going to trim that down and I'm going to use my Fiskars trimmer for that, just simply because it gives me the measurements that I need. I don't have to think, which is good, right? So this is an A4 sheet, so first I'm cutting that in half and then I will line it up with the A6 line here, and that will be my card panel that I'm going to be working with. So with that being said, I'm going to take my stencil. This is a stencil from the Art Journal collection from Elizabeth Craft Designs. Beautiful stencil, and I'm going to place that in the middle, sort of my panel, if it wants to work with me. There we go. And then I'm going to take my Versamark. Now with the Versamark, I'm going to do direct to paper, and I'm going to dab through that stencil. Just press it down. Make sure to keep your stencil in place because I want a bit of a grunchy look, but not that grunchy. So I'm just going to press that through that stencil. And it doesn't have to be perfect at all. So let me double check. Yeah, I can see the glimmer a bit more down here. There we go. So this can be cleaned later. And I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see the pattern on there. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take my coffee filter and I'm going to use the Lost Shadow, the new Distress color, a beautiful gray color, and that will give this card some a really nice grungy sort of feeling. I didn't want the white to show through, so I was thinking, oh, how am I going to do that? I had this idea in my head. And then I thought, ooh, let's try this beautiful new color. So that's good enough. So that's back in the pot. And now it's time to melt this. Okay, beautiful. This is nicely melted. Love the shine, love that soft gray tone color that's on there. So that needs to cool down a bit, so let's do that. Next step is I'm going to spritz this with water on the back and on the front. There we go. That will help to keep my paper sort of flat. And then I'm going to take interesting color combination. I'm curious to see how that will work out. I'm going to put some down on my craft mat. Going to spritz that with water. Make sure my brush is clean. Pick up that color and just work that in different areas on that paper. Just dabbing that color on there. And you can already see the gray is resisting, that embossing powder is resisting the ink. So picking up that blue and dabbing that on in all the areas where the red isn't. Simple as that. That's all we're doing. Now when these two colors start to blend, of course you will get purple. And that is what I like. So, but first I'm dabbing on the color everywhere I want it, then I go back to the red, add some more to the edge, some more here. It's already giving me some, it's almost like a mauvey purple. So I'm spritzing this with water again, and that will help me with the blending. So I'm just letting this do its job. It's blending, it's going around the embossing powder and doing its thing. And then I can have a look. I'm missing a bit of red here, so I might just add a touch there. Now in a perfect world you would let this air dry, because that gives it a really nice effect, and with the oxidation it will give an even nicer effect. Since I'm filming this, I'm not gonna let this air dry because, well, that's gonna take too long. So I'm gonna take out my heat tool again and I'm gonna help that along. And while I'm doing that, like here, I don't like that too much. I'm just dabbing up a bit of that color, because I do want that definition of color to stay. Now this red, because I thinned it out, is becoming sort of a pinkish tone, which is absolutely fine with me. Now what I'm doing, taking my cloth, just dabbing off any excess, just wiping off that embossing powder, like so. And then you see that that embossing is still there. I love the darkness that's going around the embossing powder. It has a really nice grungy look, which was my goal. So I love it. Okay, that is that. So my card panel is ready. Now I'm taking out my guillotine trimmer and I'm just gonna trim off the sides of this, because I want this quite narrow to be a smaller panel, so not as wide as a normal A6 or A2 card. That's why I wasn't too bothered with the sides being perfect. So there's my panel. So what I've got here is 2 strips of black, and I'm gonna glue that on here. So I'm gonna take my glue, gonna put some right here. This is my art glitter glue that I've put in a smaller bottle with a needle tip. Not necessary at all, but just so. But not for this project, but for the smaller things I'm doing, that would be good. So you see, I'm just giving it a very small black edge, and I will do the same on the other side. Next I'm taking my scissors and I'm trimming off the back. From the back, trimming off the excess. There we go. Next I'm coming in, this is my frayed burlap on a sponge. I'm just gonna edge this. That will add to the grungy look that I'm after. There we go. So here's my card base and my panel that I made. That's going to be on here like that. So I'm going to take my big roll of tape and I'm going to put that on the back. Now I'm putting quite a lot of tape on the back because my panel is quite warped. Look at these. nice and brand new Elizabeth Craft Designs tweezers. They are fantastic, and I had lost my pink ones, well, misplaced them, and luckily the new ones just came in on time. So beautiful baby blue color, the light blue actually of the logo of EZD. So okay, now I'm going to hover over this and see if I can get that in the middle, like so. There we go. Then I'm using this set, and to be honest, I'm not sure all this is still available. I know the stencil is, but I just thought, well, yeah, I know a lot of people have this, so we might as well use it, right? And what I did, I've cut that out, and I've just stamped on, very small, "I'm so proud of you." That is from this sentiment strip. It is called, I don't know, the Build Your Own Sentiments 1. Really old one, not sure it's still there, but yeah, if it is, I will link it below. And then I'm going to look where I want that. Now I'm going to grunge this up ever so slightly, just to make it match the rest. I'm just trimming this off like that. So this is going to be quite a simple card, but I love, sometimes simple is good enough, right? It's more about the message you send than it being complicated. And yeah, this has quite a lot of techniques, etc. But I love that background. So for me, I'm more than happy to send this out, because look, very beautiful, simple card, but yeah, with a beautiful emboss resist technique. I love how this turned out. I love the grungy look. I love, yeah, no, I just love it. So I hope you like it too. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and consider to subscribe to my channel. That would really help this YouTube algorithm to help other people find me, my channel, and watch my videos. Thank you for that. Thank you for watching this one, and I would love to see you for the next one. Thank you. Bye.